Ok, bonjour, bienvenue, bienvenue. Aujourd'hui, c'est le mardi 13 avril. Hein? Donc, les objectifs, ok, on commence module 3. On va en parler tout à l'heure. So, week 2 listening, Ramadan Karim, échauffement, à quel étage, et puis les activités, module 3. So last week, it was really rough at the end of the week. I don't know quite what was going on, if I wasn't giving you all enough support or what, but I really want to make it clear that I really expect you all to show up. So I've started this week listening where I'll be speaking in French in class. So this is kind of like practicing that listening. Can you respond? Or even if you're not understanding, can you ask for repetition? Or can you ask for clarification in French, right? So those are good skills to practice. Or with like warm-up activities, right? So I expect you to listen and contribute to chat or out loud, right? Unmute yourself and practice that spoken part of the language at least 3 times each class. All right, so I attached a rubric too, and so that's in Canvas for week 2 and week 3 and week 4. And then after week 4, we can talk about it. We can see if we still need that, okay? But I just want to use that to kind of help you all understand how important it is to contribute. Ok, voilà. Ramadan Karim. Ramadan Karim. Qu'est-ce que vous savez sur le Ramadan? Ramadan a commencé hier soir. Hier soir, c'était le début de Ramadan. Qu'est-ce que vous savez sur le Ramadan?
Ramadan is a...
Donc voilà. Ok. Donc pour un échauffement, aujourd'hui, on va commencer module 3. On va commencer Unit 3. On va commencer module 3. Donc, tu habites dans une maison ou dans un appartement? Tu habites dans une maison ou dans un appartement? Monsieur Hare et Madame Panzo habitent dans un appartement. Nous habitons dans un appartement. Madame Di Meglio habite dans une maison. Et toi? Et toi? Est-ce que tu habites dans une maison ou dans un appartement? J'habite dans... Ouais, bonne idée. Ouais, maison, mansion. Ouais, donc j'habite dans une maison, j'habite dans un appartement. Je suis le seul, peut-être. Je suis le seul à habiter dans un appartement. Vous habitez dans une maison. Super, super. OK. Donc, à quel étage? À quel étage? Donc, ça, c'est une maison ou un appartement, ici? C'est une maison ici ou un appartement? Oui, c'est un bâtiment d'appartement. C'est un immeuble d'appartement. Très bien. OK. OK. Donc, tu habites à quel étage? Donc, tu habites dans une maison, peut-être. Et dans cette maison, ta chambre est au premier étage. Ou ta chambre est au grenier. Je ne sais pas. Donc, tu habites à quel étage? Tu habites à quel étage? Nous habitons au rez-de-chaussée. Nous habitons au rez-de-chaussée. Madame Panzon et moi, nous habitons au rez-de-chaussée. Les bananes en pyjama habitent au premier étage. Je ne sais pas si vous connaissez les bananes en pyjama. Donc, ils habitent au premier étage. Et M. James Baldwin habite au deuxième étage. Au deuxième étage. OK? Et toi, tu habites à quel étage? Et toi, tu habites à quel étage? OK, très bien. Donc, j'habite au premier étage, j'habite au deuxième étage. Nous pouvons voir ça demain. Demain, nous pouvons continuer pour voir ça. OK? Donc, s'il vous plaît, entrez dans notre cours. I'll hop into student view. So we are going to start unit 3. So we're starting unit 3 today. So if you go to our class and you go to modules, and there are a bunch of modules, right? There are a bunch of things available for you. But what we're looking for is module 3. If you scroll down, you want the module 3 activity packet. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is to click on that. And to make a copy. So you open it up. And you'll want to go to File. It's going a little slowly. You want to go to File and make a copy, entire presentation. Okay, entire presentation. And once you make a copy, then you can change the name and you can put your name on it. So please take a moment to do that. OK. Donc, voici les activités pour module 3, Unit 3 activities. All right. So you've made a copy. You've put your name on this first slide. Golden. And you know where it is, right? You've put it in a safe place. So it's either in your drive or maybe in a folder or something. OK. This first slide, I'm asking for les dimensions. So we'll talk a little bit about dimensions. And just real quick, does anybody have an idea for why I'm asking you to do this? What are these two systems? So here we've got
imperial and metric, isn't it?
You got it, imperial and metric. So here in the US, we use the imperial system over here, okay? And so an example of a measurement in the imperial system is how tall are you, for example? Like, how tall are you? Just a height. Anybody? 5'10", okay, 5 foot. So somebody said 5'10". So feet and inches, right? 5 foot 10 inches. That's part of the imperial system. In France and pretty much everywhere else in the world, okay? Let's just be real. Practically everywhere else, they're going to use the metric system. And so I thought this was a helpful thing just to have, right? To figure out those conversions. Maybe you have already done this in a science class and so you know it really, really well. In which case, that's awesome. You're better than me. I'm still memorizing this stuff. And then here, pour faire une description générale d'un quartier, what do you think you'll put in here? Right? So these are kind of blank. Pour faire une description générale d'un quartier, pour faire une description d'une salle dans un appartement. Generally, what kind of things do you think you'll be putting in here?
Descriptions of various things, like where you live is slide 5.
Descriptions of various things?
The quarter.
Of a quarter? 4. Yeah. A quarter. We can talk about quartier and what it means. What kind of words do you think you'll put it? So what do you think you'll be doing to complete these two slides? Talking about descriptions. Describing where you live. Yeah. So these are vocab, right? And so I'm not giving you a vocabulary list like we might during a traditional year. Instead, I've decided, okay, let's do this instead, where you have your own bank that you can start generating. And as we go over stuff, you can add things to the bank. And I've put a minimum, all right? So you'll see minimum this many words, minimum this many words, right? Please feel free to go over the minimum. And for these things, you're welcome to use this. You're welcome to use a Google Doc. You can use a piece of paper if you prefer. You could use a Quizlet as like kind of flashcards. You use the system that makes sense to you, okay? But when it comes time to turn it in, I just need to be able to see, okay, did you hit that minimum? All right? Yeah. Now we've got les prépositions. Les prépositions. We've got some illustrations, a little goofy orange dude. We'll talk about that. All right. Expressions utiles. So here you've got some expressions in French, and then we're going to see what they mean in English and kind of how to use them in French, right? This is a floor plan. We've got some activities, right? So here's an activity of matching, where you've got letters and numbers, and you want to match the letters and numbers. All right. And then finally, a few fill-in-the-blank activities. All right. And these fill-in-the-blank activities will help you finish towards the end of the unit, will help you finish an assessment that we're doing at the end of the unit, seeing how you can describe where you live. All right. So describing where you live. OK, donc pour demain, faites une copie du cahier d'activité de ce paquet. Faites une copie de ce paquet d'activités pour toi, hein, et commencez à regarder un petit peu. Okay? Et voilà, c'est tout. So for tomorrow, I'm asking you to, at the very least, make a copy of this packet if you haven't already. Make sure you've got your name on it. Make sure you know where to find it, right? And then tomorrow we'll really jump in to Unit 3. Right? So I will stick around for office hours. Otherwise, I will say au revoir. We'll end a little early. Au revoir.
Au revoir.